Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. We are back. Yes, sir. We are back. This is your Community Plugs. I'm Calhoun, Director of Social and Community Services, with my partner in crime.
I'm Daniel Meyers, Director of MATSUD Services for CareSouth Carolina.
Yeah, well, we're bringing you all things community
and all things healthcare.
How you been doing, bro?
Man, I've been doing pretty good, man. I'm just glad to be here. And
just real quick, bro.
Yeah, there you go. I can see you now. I can see you. Sometimes we can't see each other, man, from all the trees, man. So we move the trees out the way and clear the site, man. And I get to see my beautiful brother over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So everything's been good since we last met?
Everything's been wonderful, man. Everything's been wonderful. Just glad to be able to make it through the Thanksgiving holiday, and then now we're approaching Christmas, man. I'm just excited to be here, bro. Just excited about that.
All right. Here's everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Clinic podcast. Man, we've made it through the holiday season.
Yeah. Well, today is all about health, hope, and heading into the new year grounded and grateful.
Man, this year's been interesting.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's been a long year, man. Do you understand this year been almost 365 days?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's almighty.
Yeah, a whole bunch of ups and downs, a whole bunch of triumphs, a whole bunch of celebrations.
Yeah.
So it's been really a really good year.
Yes.
For CareSouth Carolina. I think we've weathered a lot and we've done a lot, and there's a lot to be celebrated.
Definitely a lot to be celebrated. Our CEO celebrating 45 years.
Yeah, 45 years.
And this position as CEO for CareSouth, and this making us what we are as being a great corporation, great home for all healthcare, man, for everything needed here.
Absolutely. It was nice. We had our all staff meeting this week. It was nice reflecting on the time to just, Joy Gandy, who's our chief of special operations, special projects, just to talk about the humble beginnings of CareSouth, starting with 4 employees. Now we're well over 600.
Well over 600. So I just celebrated my 10 years.
Okay.
And so when I came here, there was like 200 people.
Wow.
When I came here 10 years ago. So look at the growth in just that amount of time, man. It's just been amazing. And sadly to say, I didn't know very many people that was there, but I was trying to make my way around to introduce myself to meet my new family members, Yeah. So it's been wonderful.
So many new faces, new faces.
Yeah.
So many choices that have to be made. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Thinking about choices, growing up, even now, there's some really great Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: eggnog or hot chocolate?
Well, man, I'm lactose intolerant, man. So hot water. No, if I had to choose one, because I love eggnog, so it'd be eggnog for
really?
Me. Yeah. Let me ask you one: real tree or artificial tree?
Man, so listen, growing up, we always had that artificial tree.
Yeah.
Kept it in the back of the closet until Christmas time. Yeah. And then that big old box, back then, how these little small boxes, they compact and squeeze. Yeah. Back then you had that big old box where you had that small base, and you had all these pieces you had to put on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these pieces you had to put on it.
Yeah.
And if you were missing one or two of them, you had to put that side against the wall.
Yeah, man. Boy, you made me laugh out loud.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, and you pull that box out, man, and got duct tape from 10 different Christmases. So yeah, I'm gonna say artificial because I'm still. I don't think I've ever had a real tree.
Nah, no, me, man. That's, speaking of the real tree, man. I mean, they remind me of punishment, man, because they used to get switches off them trees. So I don't want no real tree. And also, I'm not attentive to certain things, and so I might put the hot lights on there, man, and forget that it's a real tree and it catch on fire now.
That's it, right?
So I'm kind of cautious with that.
You got to water the tree. You know what I'm saying?
See,
and I do not have a green thumb.
And brother, I mean, to me, it's an oxymoron. It's gonna die, right? We didn't cut it down. We didn't cut the legs off of it, so it ain't gonna last much long. What am I watering it for? I understand, but I understand. So yeah, I mean, artificial tree for you. I'm with you on that. So.
Okay. Wrapping paper or gift wrap. I mean, wrapping paper or gift bag.
Gift bags, man. I ain't got time for all that, man.
Come on now.
See the way my hands set up.
Come on now.
That's too much, man. You're working too much with things.
Yeah,
man.
what fun is a gift bag?
Huh?
The fun is in being able to go, especially when you were little, go in and tear that wrapper off and have fun.
But see, after all the kids and grandkids leave, I got to clean up that.
That is true.
So I can get them a bag and let them pack all their stuff in that one bag and carry it home with them.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's just me, man. I don't know. But let me ask you something. Staying in for New Year's or going out?
Man, see, all right, so sometime my mind think I'm about 20 years younger. So
Yeah.
my mind tell me go out.
Uh-huh.
But realistically, when it comes time to go out, you making the plan to go. your body at 51 say stay in.
Yeah.
So we end up staying in.
So your mind is telling you stay, but your mind is telling you to go, but your body's telling you to stay.
Yeah.
So it's just a reverse of what R. Kelly said.
Yeah, pretty much because yeah. So you get the plan, you're like, oh man, this year I'm gonna go out for New Year's, man. It'd be nice to to fly to New York and enjoy the ball.
Yeah.
But then then you remember you're a little bit older than you used to be.
Exactly.
And you start winding down around 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't make it past. You get to the ball, but you don't make it too far past the ball.
They don't make it too far past. Yeah, the bat don't bounce too far.
Yeah.
Well, here, by me being a pastor, we're here at New Year's, and so we start our New Year's service at 10:30.
Okay.
And then we try to wrap up at 12:01. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
You got to get
know what I'm
out
saying?
of here.
So we try to wrap it up. So I'm always away. I'm always going out for New Year's Eve, but I'm always coming into the church for services, for New Year's Eve services.
Yeah, I'll be nodding off in the service then.
Man, I wake you up.
All right, so let me ask you one last.
Okay, I'm good.
Gingerbread cookies or sugar cookies?
Cookies.
Hey, listen, I was thinking the same thing.
Milk
chocolate
and
chip.
cookies. Milk and cookies.
Hey, listen, I was like neither one. Chocolate chip.
Yeah, it's just cookies. I mean, you ain't got to name them nothing. Just call them cookies and I eat them. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. But yeah. So listen, it's been great. Like I said, it's been a great year. So let's kind of talk holidays a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit of real talk.
Okay.
A little bit of real talk. Holiday stress. This time of year, I see family members, I see friends, I see coworkers, and I see a lot of people in the community. I see the stress of the holidays.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right. Whether it's it's about what you're gonna get the little ones for Christmas, what you're gonna get this person to gift. Some folks are dealing with emotional things.
That's right.
During the holidays. So what are some things that you do to kind of help with the stress of the holidays, or what folks can do to help with the stress of the holidays?
Well, I think first and foremost, we should never live beyond our means.
Right.
And so a lot of times we run into stress because we're trying to do what the next person is doing for their children. Mm-hmm. And it becomes a competition. So the first thing I would say is negate the competition. You do for your children, you do for your family all year. Mm-hmm. One day don't define you.
That's right.
So remember, just the holidays itself, just being Christmas, don't make you a bad parent, a bad friend, a bad husband, wife, whatever, if you can't do the things that's in your mind to do. Like I said earlier, you got 365 days to show the people how much you care about them. So don't let one day define you. And just live within your means, because after that one day of Christmas, which is a wonderful holiday, right, when it's kept in perspective, but after that one day, you still got to survive. You still got to live. And we understand now, with the economy being the way it is and inflation being so high, that everything is expensive. Yeah. And so have a budget, right? Limit yourself to what I'm going to do. Prepare your family ahead of time that this Christmas might not look like previous Christmases. Mm-hmm. So having that conversation, having a real conversation, and not being a superhero, and then later and let debt be your kryptonite. Yeah. And so just do what you need to do to just have a good time. And me personally, my family already know. If they didn't, they'll know after they see this podcast. They ain't getting nothing this year. They got something yesterday, and they gonna get something the day before. But it's not the way I prepare. Is that I let them know I do for you all year. Right. And so, if it hits my mind to get you a pair of socks or a necktie, or get Stephanie a razor, to shave a mustache, then I would do that. People miss that. I would do that, but I'm not gonna go above and beyond and have a miserable holiday because I'm trying to keep up with the next person. Absolutely. So live within your means.
Yeah, and that could take an emotional toll on
Yeah.
on folks.
Yeah.
During this time of year, what are some things to do? Because especially looking around, the landscape of the organization and CareSouth, we see our patients, and we have programs and services in place to help kind of maybe take some of that stress off of them when it comes to having to afford their medications, having to afford their doctor's visit and stuff like that. So, but emotionally, what are some ways that you know of, that can help cope with some of those stresses of the Christmas and holiday season?
Well, the first thing is that the campaign that CareSouth is running now, kindness.
Oh yes,
Kindness is the first thing,
right?
Because we don't know what the next person is facing.
Mm-hmm.
So, as CareSouth employees and CareSouth staff, our main goal for this season and every season to follow, to that point, is to be kind to people.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just having somebody say a kind word sometimes helps lift some of that stress. Also, people just understanding family, understanding the needs of family, understanding that it's not about this holiday that defines me, that makes me, who I am, but it's not about the things that I give, but the value that I place on everybody that comes into contact with me. So, actually talking more, having communication, having sit-down dinners with everybody during this time of year, and just expressing yourself, forgetting all the things that really stressed you out, and remember that you always have resources because your department have access to many community partners that can help with some of the issues that some of our patients face.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can, to me, I think being a community health worker is one of the most vital and instrumental parts in any healthcare center, because even though the doctors and the nurses may take care of the medical need, there are other extenuating circumstances that may lead to that. Especially this time of year, we know that stress is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Right? Also, understanding that there are other departments, which is my department, because people get stressed out this time of year and they seek self-medication to kind of help numb the pain that they're dealing with. So MAT services are available, and letting people know what services are available is if they follow the same habits every year. Right. That we can break the habits, we can break those things that make your holiday a disaster. And so I'm sorry I have to use that word, because it becomes a disaster.
Yeah.
Right? And also finding people to talk to just to release some of the pressure. Balloons burst because they got too much pressure. But if you release some of that tension on it, they sustain a little bit longer. So just start communicating more during this season. Even before we get here, start communicating more.
Yeah, you mentioned family. And we talk about family dynamics. And,
Yeah.
And during the the holiday season, you mentioned dinners, and a lot of people getting together during this time of year. Well, let's talk about setting boundaries. Like, some people take advantage this time of year. There's, I hate to say, people use this time of year sometimes to guilt trip you and different things. Talk about setting boundaries. What's a good way to set boundaries? When you have family together. What's some things we need to stay away from? Some, maybe some topics or different things like that could create contention in the during the holiday.
Yeah, I think sometimes generational trauma, things that happen in our family that might be a trigger, that we bring up an old conversation, we'll bring up old things that happen, and they trigger some of those old generational traumas that we have to face. So limiting the conversation to the present,
right?
The present event, and if you got to reflect on the good things, not the bad things.
Good things, yeah.
Like this Christmas, and for the last 5 years, Christmas looked a little different for me and my siblings because we lost both of our parents. I lost my dad like around Thanksgiving of 5 years ago, and then lost my mom during the spring of that same year. So Christmas looked a little different for us.
Okay.
And so we tried not to mention that part of us losing them, but we focused on the memories that we had with them.
Yeah.
So there's a scripture that says, whatever things are good and whatever things are pleasant, think on these things. And that makes for a better and a lighter environment around the table with family. So stay away from the things that are triggers for people. And if I might add, leave the carryout plates in aluminum foil and saran wrap home.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's a topic. Good. That's a topic. Now, well, not a topic, but that's a place of contention in a lot of households.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't bring nothing. Right?
That's right. Yeah, it's the ones that don't bring that carry the most, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question, though, man. So I just talked about me losing my parents. So we understand that a lot of people have these same issues. So they have to deal with grief and loneliness during this season, man. How can people pull themselves, and I'm not being lighthearted when I say this, but how can they pull themselves up out of those low places to enjoy people in at this moment? How can what do you see that they can do with that?
Well, I think going back to what you said, man, think about the good times, the good memories of the holidays. Fortunately, we can't bring our loved ones back. Right. But what we can do is we can think back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We can remember those good times. Those great Christmases. That you may have had with those family members, and just celebrate their life. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Often too often we hear, we're gonna mourn the death of a person. Man. We're not doing that. We celebrate.
We'll celebrate the life of them.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you have that perspective of celebrating that individual to life, you enjoy it, man. I don't know if you ever met my brother-in-law Tiger. Tiger was like when I talk about the life of the party.
Yeah.
It probably don't start till Tiger got there. You know what I'm saying? Because he was always upbeat, jovial, fun. He had the jokes. I mean, he just lived to have a good time. Right. And so, when his birthday, or significant events like this right here come around, because we always got together, and like I said, he was the life of the party. We think about him.
Mm-hmm.
We celebrate him, we laugh, but we don't let it pull us down.
Bring it down.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't let it pull us down.
Right.
Because we try to remember the good times about and the good things about him.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I would say. Just remember those good things.
The good things.
Remember the memories, man. Just cherish those memories that you have with them, because you're not gonna be able to bring them back, but they can always live on in your memories.
And that's why we need to continue to try to make happy memories with the family that's still here.
Absolutely.
So we can reflect on those things in the event that we would happen to lose one. We'll have those jovial moments instead of those moments that subdue us and bring us to a lower place. So I agree with you on that.
Okay. All right. So there's gonna be a lot of the food moving during this time of year. A little food back and forth, a little food moving.
Yeah.
So what are some of those comfort foods that you like? Thinking nostalgic. Thinking about the memories. Thinking about your mom and your dad, and then your mother-in-law, Miss Inez.
Oh yeah.
Because she can burn.
Yeah, she can burn.
Yeah, she can burn a little bit. I had a plate or two of hers.
Yes, sir.
She burned a little bit.
I had a plate of 2,000.
So what are some of those comfort foods that you like to see during the holidays?
Anything that fit in the plate and in the pot. All of them hug me. All of them love me so much. But I think my main thing, I'm a country boy.
Yeah.
And so this might turn a lot of people off. But remember, this is about me, it ain't about you. This is my selfish moment. Okay? So me being from the country, being from the low country, being from right here, South Carolina, I love all the farm vittles. Right?
Okay.
Now, I'm not a chicken person. Okay. I'm not a turkey person. But for some reason, I love pigs. Okay. And to me, they have some of the best comfort food in them.
We talking
that makes my day. I'm talking about chitlins and hog maws. Okay. Right? I'm talking about pig feet, pigtails.
Pig feet, pigtails. Yeah.
I mean, pressure cooked pig ears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Collard greens. Seasoned rice. Cornbread fritters on the stove. Candy yams.
Yes.
Cabbage, peas and beans, okra.
Talk about it.
Man, all that I can go on to next year. I can be the who is it? What's the guy name that ran? Who is he, man? The one that was running fried shrimp. I'm Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump.
I can go like Bubba Gump. I can go on and on. Fried shrimp, boiled shrimp. It's just everything about. It's not so much the food, but it's the company that accompanies the food that makes it better, and that makes it really, really good. Food don't taste as good to me if I'm eating it by myself.
Gotcha.
When I got good company, it makes the food even better.
So,
what about you, Murray? What about you, man?
Yeah, well, same here, but I created a little controversy on social media.
There you go.
Ago. I made a confession. I did. I made a confession. I caught some grief about it. But
Oh,
hey,
Lord.
some people agree with me, but I did. I grew up in a household of sweet potato pie.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
My grandma, listen, Major Brown, Major McCall, she just the sweet potato pie queen. My mom, Phyllis, sweet potato pie queen.
Yeah.
My aunts.
Yeah.
But I made a confession and created a little stir on social.
Oh Lord.
I like pumpkin pie better. I did. It was on my heart, and I've been dealing with this for years.
There you go.
So I had to get it off my chest. I had to tell the truth.
Man, listen.
My truth.
Man, listen, Marek, I love you, man. But a pumpkin ain't good for nothing but being a jack-o'-lantern, man. Man, it's just copying. It's an imitator, man. It's an imitator. It's not a duplicator. So it's got to be potatoes.
Yeah, but it's smooth, and to me it's smooth and creamy. I mean, they may look alike, but they definitely not alike.
But see, I guess that's the problem, Marek. So you said it's smooth
and creamier
and creamy, but that's because the pumpkin didn't go through a whole lot. But understand the sweet potato is part of our culture. It was there with the struggles, and it bumped bridges and bumps and everything. And that's why every time you take a bite and you get a lump, you'll be like, yes, right? Because it went through the struggle. Yeah. But the pumpkins is like, it just laid there, man. It didn't really go through a whole lot. It just had all the pumpkins I know smile.
It literally went through the dirt, huh?
It went through the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet potato, huh?
Yeah.
And it been.
And guess what the pumpkin was doing on the other side of the field?
And what he was
laughing at it. You didn't see the faces?
Listen. That's my truth, and I'm sticking by it. I'm sorry.
Well, that's pretty. Well, I guess you brought me to the next point I want to make, man.
Okay.
What is one dish that's not allowed at your table? I mean, I thought it would be pumpkin pie, but you done messed that up.
Okay. I love you, Mom. I do. And she didn't make it that often. She made it every now and then. Green bean casserole.
Man, I'm done. Hey, that's it.
Green bean casserole.
That's all. Listen.
I can't do it.
You took me, man. Green beans aren't supposed to be no casserole, man. Well, okay. Well, I give you green bean casserole. I'm gonna have to take bread pudding.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like bread pudding?
I like banana pudding.
Oh, wait. Well, yeah. There you go.
A bread pudding is just,
bread.
It's just wet bread, and I don't like my bread soggy. So I'm just, it's bread. Bread don't.
It's a baked French toast.
No,
it ain't that, huh?
no.
Okay.
It's somebody try to find something to do with some bread and throw some stuff on it, so I throw a whole loaf away.
Okay. So
We call that making wish sandwiches. Okay, so I see. I guess we need to stay on our little time limit. So we can talk about this all day, y'all. I'm serious. We can talk about this all day.
Yeah.
So I think the next thing is winter wellness, because we are in that season now where we're dealing with a lot of illnesses. We're being inside the clinic every day. I'm seeing patients come in, and there are all types of diagnoses going on right now, all types of viruses. This is the season to be jolly, but it's also the season to be sniffly.
Okay.
Right? So we're dealing with a lot of flu, a lot of COVID, a lot of RSV.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I always mess that up because I always call it RSVP, which is something I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to reserve that for me. But those are things that we are seeing in the clinic often. And if you are experiencing any symptoms, sniffling, runny nose, cough, congestion, fever, almost like emergent or upset stomach and diarrhea, then you need to go in and see your local provider.
Absolutely.
See what's going on with yourself. And so I know that you probably can tell us a little bit about what needs that. Well, a little bit about the people that's going to travel during this season.
Mm-hmm.
What do they need to make sure, if you got dealing with anything, what do you need to take with you?
You make sure you have your refills, your med refills.
Exactly.
The last thing you want to do is get on the road and get out of town and get out of state, and you don't have your medications with you.
That's right.
Because then that creates a whole different
Stress.
ball game, stress.
Yep.
Because you're gonna have to try to call back to on your doctor's office, and in most cases, at least with CareSouth Carolina, we do have on-call providers 24 hours a day. That especially over the holidays and on days we're closed, and then in the evening times, we do have on-call providers that can assist you during, something like that. But you want to make sure that, take care of that on the front end before you start traveling. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So you have those med refills and you won't have to go through that extra stress while you're on the road.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and just to go back to the flu shot, listen, it's that time of year.
You got to get it.
Get your flu shot. I just had mine a few weeks ago. Get your flu shots. Your patient at CareSouth Carolina, we have flu shots available.
Yeah.
Become a patient, you can get your flu shot. Come on through, get it. Trust us, you'll appreciate it when that time comes.
Right, and if you're afraid of needles, then there are other avenues that you can take, but you can still be covered.
Absolutely,
you still can be protected. So come on in and find out. I asked your doctor about options. We talked about that last time. So there are options now. There's not always the needle that we have, that we have to be concerned about when we come in. There's other options that make this more convenient for us. So that's really, really good. So roads transportation support. Can we talk a little bit about that?
We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Definitely out on the highways during the holidays, man, you got to be mindful of your surroundings.
Yes.
Drive defensively. Right, look out for the next person. But if you are out there on the road and you do, encounter any issues, some folks have roadside service, of course, with their car insurance or their warranty. But also when in doubt, contact law enforcement. So it's safety out there. Sometimes they, depending on certain, especially in South Carolina, certain areas of the highway, they do have DOT personnel that in the little blue truck, I call it
blue truck, yeah,
I could come help you out because we've had experienced that a couple times and had contact and get assistance with having the truck to come out and help us. But absolutely when you're on the road, and then we're thinking about this time of year. Kids are out of school too.
They are out of school.
Yeah, thinking about transportation and getting out. The kids are out of school. What are for you? Aren't you on the school board?
I'm on the school board. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's some safety tips for those little school kids that are on break right now? Because they're going to be a lot of moving around.
A lot of moving.
Kids out and about in the community, especially around Christmas. So, what are some good safety tips for them during the school break?
Be careful, right? That goes without saying. But also make sure that your kids are. We're facing like a variant of seasons, within one, which means it's warm one day, cold the next day. So make sure your kids are dressed appropriate for the season. Make sure that if you got those kids bicycles or scooters, make sure that they are really paying attention to the road and paying attention to things that are going on.
Absolutely. So let me segue in a little something real quick. I'm going to lean on your medical.
Go ahead.
All right. So when you visit your primary care doctor versus urgent care versus ER.
Oh man.
when are the walk us through that process when it real quick when it's time to do those things.
Well, first of all, I think it's good that every person have a primary provider that they see for their medical needs, and that should be for your routine visits and everything else. In the event that CareSouth is closed or your physician is closed, try not to go to the ER unless it's absolutely necessary. Find an urgent care to go to, but make sure that you follow up with your primary care. We're trying to keep, especially this time of year, trying to keep people, any time of year, keep people out of the ER when you have available services that can do follow up and continue a continuity of care with you. The ED is exactly what it says. It's for emergencies only. That's what it should be for. We shouldn't go there for our blood pressure when we have a primary care that can treat our blood pressure on a normal basis. So we need to try to stay at the ER as much as possible. If your primary care is closed, go see urgent care, but we always report back to your primary care so that you can follow up whatever issues that you was facing. Because urgent care is, I need you right now. Primary care is, take care of all my primary needs all the time. So we need to look at it that way: emergency, urgent, and primary. Right? So it kind of fits. I want a doctor that I can go and see and follow up. Of course, on the weekend, if I break my leg, I need to see somebody right then. So ED is good. If I got a cold or all of a sudden I get a fever or something, I go see urgent care, follow up, make sure I'm good to go. But try to come to CareSouth. We are a medical home. We got everything that you need right here.
And
So
we have extended hours.
we got extended hours.
8 o'clock each night, and then on the weekends as well.
That's right. That's right. So come see us. Come see us. Come see
And
us.
starting in January 10th, our pharmacy in Hartsville will be open on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So when we started out the podcast, we talked about being a really good year, how grateful, for this year has been, since we're in the midst of wrapping up the year.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to talk about, some of the new clinics, clinics and expansions that we have. We're grateful for, of course, having some of the new buildings, in Cheraw, Chesterfield. Of course, McCall's been here for a while, but I'm excited about what's going to happen
Here in Latta. Yeah. Me too, man. The school that CareSouth is currently occupying used to be my elementary school.
Really?
Yeah. So when I walk those hallways, there's a memory there, and to see that memory preserved through CareSouth, just making the building better, because we were given that building by the city of Latta. And so we're waiting for all of the paperwork to be done, the deeds to be signed over, that we can begin the renovations to not only make it beautiful, but make it an even greater place and a greater landmark for Latta itself. I think this is a big moment for me, a big moment for the citizens here, and a big moment for the staff that actually work in that building. I mean, we love it, and we gonna love it even more when it becomes a little more upgraded everything else, to say the least. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm also excited about the pharmacy over in Hartsville, and the new hours over there.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And so I'm excited about that. And for what I understand too, Marek, that coming in 2026, whenever CareSouth does it, renovations and stuff on the building over here in Latta, that we may possibly have a drive-through pharmacy here.
Yeah.
Which would be more convenient for our
convenient.
patients. So, and that's what we're about. We're about making healthcare easy and access easy for our patients. So I'm excited about that, man. Really excited about it. So,
yeah, I think that's going to be wonderful. That new expansion, like you said, the expansion of the pharmacy in Hartsville, going to be open now on Saturdays. I think starting January 10th.
10th, okay.
Yes, January 10th. It's going to be open in Hartsville on Saturdays. So I'm excited to see that. And then even the expansion of services, we talked briefly in the last podcast about the extended hours. Now at several of our centers, we'll have extended hours. We'll be open till 8 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Right? That's good. That's really
good.
And
then again, in Chesterfield, we already was open in Dillon from 9 to 1 and Hartsville from 9 to 1. But now Chesterfield, too, is open from 9 to 1,
Wow.
And so I'm excited about what's ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited what's ahead because on the horizon, we are looking at school-based services around optometry. Right?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, that's an exciting, expanded service that, we hope to bring to CareSouth Carolina. So I'm excited about.
Well, you're talking about expansion and school-based. All the behavioral health counselors that we're getting into schools.
Yes.
We have a bunch of schools that CareSouth cover now.
Yes.
Marlboro County, Chesterfield County, I think some in Darlington County that we're covering. And then also when it comes to the MAT, I call it my program because I love it not because I'm taking ownership, but because it's been beneficial to me and my family. But MAT is now fully integrated. So it means everything happens in-house with CareSouth.
Okay.
We still have our partnerships with our local drug and alcohol agencies, Trinity, Alpha, Rubicon, but we've included those services in our in-house to be a better convenience to our patients. So I'm really happy about that. I'm happy about the providers that came on to do MAT, and not just MAT, but the new providers that we had added to our provider list anyway, like in Hartsville, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. New provider in Bishopville, Society Hill, Cheraw, right?
Yeah.
So some of those providers brought expertise in specialty services to us.
Absolutely.
And we're really excited about that. And if you want to know who we're talking about, this opportunity to get people to go and look at our website and see them plugs that we got in there. Plug, right? So go and look and see the new services because I'm pretty sure that we got something that you all want.
Yes.
And you need. So go and look at CareSouth website and see all the services that we offer and pick out one that's tailored just for you.
Yeah, www.caresouth-carolina.com.
That's right.
Yes, sir. So we've done a lot in the community this year.
We have.
Too. We had Spring Fling.
That's really the Spring Fling, yeah.
Oh man, kids everywhere.
Yes.
We had the Fall Festival.
Fall Festival, I love that one.
More kids everywhere.
Yes, more kids everywhere. Yeah.
So yeah, those just an opportunity to give back, the community, share some information, CareSouth, but at the same time, for the kids to come out and have fun.
Yeah. What about what you and your team do as far as all year long?
Oh yeah,
that's a big impact, man.
Oh yeah, we go out and we do health screenings. It's important for us to. We do it for a couple different reasons. We want folks to understand their numbers.
Yeah.
So if they have those numbers, they can take it to their primary care provider and have an informed conversation. Or if they don't have a provider, there's an opportunity to come to CareSouth Carolina. We could provide you with those services as well.
That's right, in-house. That's right.
Yeah, in-house. Yeah, absolutely. So we feel like we've made a community impact when it came to that. Came to that.
Definitely.
So listen, I want to take the opportunity. We talked about our CEO Ann Lewis 45 years of service at CareSouth.
Yes.
We had several other staff with some impactful years. We had Fred Paget. He's 35 years.
35 years. Yeah. Longevity. You're talking about longevity.
Celebrated, yeah. Tracy Beasley, 30 years.
Ah, right?
Yeah. And so we also, we bid goodbye to an era.
Yeah.
Miss Eileen.
Brown.
Eileen Brown, she's a long time. Been at CareSouth around about 20 years.
Yeah,
now.
the voice of CareSouth, right?
That's it, the voice of CareSouth. That's right.
Yeah.
In our call center, she's hanging up her microphone. Right?
Yeah. And then I got to say this one.
Go ahead.
Because we both fly guys. You know what I'm saying? We bid a farewell and warm wishes to the general.
The general. That's right.
George General,
yeah.
Because let me tell you, more wreck, man. See, it's only one Mr. George. It's only one Mr. George,
only
man.
One George, yeah.
Yeah, and I love him. He's been a good mentor to me.
Same here.
A good role model, good source of leadership. And I'm saying this because we both Air Force guys and did our time in and for him to have the rank that he had in the Air Force and didn't come and do what he did here, it just shows what an impeccable man he is. And he's going to be missed at CareSouth.
He really is. Yeah. And, like you, he's been a good friend and mentor to me as well.
Yeah.
Ushered me through a lot of things, especially when it came to practice management. Yeah. So he definitely going to be missed. But, we wish him luck and, Miss Eileen as well.
Yeah.
And her, in their next venture and journey through life. So
yeah, because I, just recently, just out the blue here, walked up to you and like, Dan, you just trust the process, man. Just trust the process. It's gonna be all right. You hear what I say? I said, yes, sir. All right, it's gonna be all right.
Yes, sir.
He just know what to say at the right time, man.
It went on head down.
That's
that was his favorite saying.
Yes,
it went on head down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we definitely gonna miss him.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
wish them all the best.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, when we talk about wins, we talk about our patients.
Yes.
I think ultimately, they are why we're here.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And do the things that we do. We go in to the office. We go in day and night, day in and day out. All of CareSouth employees and with the one mission in mind is our patients.
Our patients. That's it.
So this year, I think we've done that. We've had a very successful year.
Yeah.
And so we definitely look forward to next year.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a lot of our patients understand the importance of CareSouth in the communities that we serve, and I think that CareSouth makes every patient have a win because we're helping them with their health care. We're helping them with their some of their what you call those things?
Social determinants.
Social determinants of health, right? Which is those things outside of their normal health care that can be detrimental to their health. Period.
Absolutely.
Like good housing, food, clothes, transportation. All those things are beneficial. So CareSouth makes everybody that they come in contact with champions, and so I that's why I'm proud to be a staff and employed by CareSouth. Plug, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think that everybody that CareSouth touches becomes a winner because they take responsibility for their own health, and we make sure that they have everything that they need to become healthy make our communities healthy. And it's like the Lazarus Project said, every community is responsible for its own health. And CareSouth holds everybody accountable and everybody responsible. So I'm very, 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 very proud of us for that. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
What about health goals? We going into 2026, folks making goals.
Mm-hmm.
What about going into 2026? What are some goals that you have in terms of your overall health, or that that you want to do more of?
Funny you should say that. I'm gonna make sure I drink a little more water.
Right.
Understand this: that the body is 70% water.
Okay.
The earth is 70% water, which means water is important, right? Water helps take care. It's good for kidney health, good for skin health, good for your organs. It's good for blood flow. It's good for a lot of things.
Okay.
Right. So drinking more water should definitely be an easy goal for people to do. Drink more water.
Yeah.
If you don't like the way water tastes, they got little packets that you can put in water, right, to make it taste good with no sugar.
With no sugar. Yeah.
With no sugar. So drink more water, and you'll find yourself feeling a whole lot better. Okay.
Yeah. Same here. I think my water intake needs to get better. Lay off some of the the zero sodas that I like to drink. But definitely that. But also on the flip side of that, schedule your preventive visits.
Exactly.
Right? We CareSouth Carolina, a whole department called Value-Based Care that their sole mission is to make sure you get in for your preventive care. Right. Yeah. So we ask people to be proactive. The turn of the year, beginning of the year, New Year's an opportunity to say that's a cue for you to reset.
Reset. That's it. That's it.
So you have those yearly visits that you have to make. This is the opportunity, to go ahead and start scheduling now. To get those things done.
Yeah. So things like mammograms.
Yes.
Pap smears.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Colonoscopies.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else? What's the other one? A1Cs.
Get your A1Cs.
Right?
Yeah.
And
PSAs.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Mm-hmm. And so all those things are necessary to make sure that we're healthy. And early detection is the key. Early detection. So how do you get early detected? By making sure that you meet those scheduled preventative visits. This coming year, I'll do my first colon screening. So this coming
Colonoscopy.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know which one yet. Options, man. Options, right? So I got options. I can do the Cologuard, right?
Yeah.
Or I can go in and I can do outpatient colorectal exam, with the flexible sigmoidoscopy. I can have that done. Yeah. But it's important that we have it done regardless of what method that you use.
Right.
Just make sure that you have it done. I'm getting older now. I'm not 16 like I was last year. So it's time for, there are things that happen in men that we need to make sure that we take care of, prostatic hyperplasia, which is make sure that you don't have enlarged prostate and that can, later on lead to cancer. So make sure that you get a check on that and everything else. So it's important that we keep those annual visits and just be fluid with it, man. Don't worry about what you might find. Just be glad that you found it.
Right, absolutely. Early detection is key.
It's the key.
Right?
Yep.
So when we think about those goals and we think about, we want to lose a few pounds, we want to do this, we have to be realistic, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're not realistic in your goals,
you're gonna fail.
You're gonna fail, right?
Yeah. So I got to be honest with you, man. I want to lose about 60 pounds.
Ooh.
Right? Because I want to get down to my fighting weight. Right? Have you seen my baby? My youngest?
Yeah.
So I need to get down to my fighting weight.
Yeah. He's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. He's about 6'4" and about 200-something pounds. And I got to make sure that he stays afraid of me. So I need to get back down to my fighting weight. But I know that 60 pounds is going to it's not realistic for me.
Right. Okay.
But what I do need to do is make sure that I maintain a healthy weight. Okay. And lose as much as I can by cutting down on my sweets, cutting down on my when I say sweets, I mean sugars, cookies, rice, all my starches. I need to cut back on all those things that's adding weight. I need to cut back. So I need to be realistic. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you I'm cutting all that stuff out. Okay? But I am going to cut back.
Right.
BAK. back. Okay, so that's just me. That's what I'm gonna do, man.
I mean, that's a realistic goal. You make little small incremental goals. Something that's easily attainable or realistically attainable instead of what we sometimes say that big hairy audacious goal, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So,
but can I be honest about something else too?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It says activity. It's my desire to be in the gym every day. That once upon a time when I first joined CareSouth, I was pretty fit, and I was in the gym often. Right, often. I mean, I look really good. I was proud of myself. Sometimes I go back and look at those pictures, and I smile at myself. I even give myself a kiss on those pictures. Okay, and I really would like to go back to that schedule. Okay, but life happens, and so me saying I'm going to the gym every day is not realistic. What I can be realistic about is I'm going to pass by it every day because it's on my way home. So I'm going by the gym every day. Okay, I'm just not going to stop in and see anybody. All right, so that's all. I'm just being realistic. Okay.
Okay, well, do me a favor. How about pull in one day?
Yeah, if the car running hot, tire flat, I would definitely bail in there. Make sure I don't stay on the highway. You're right.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So listen, we talked earlier, about the holidays and emotion and stress and grief. Mm-hmm. I think one thing is important to, when you're dealing with family, friends, is do mental health check-ins.
Yeah, definitely.
To see how people are doing.
Yeah.
My fraternity, we have a program called Brother, You're on My Mind.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's one of the things that we do, and that is the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. By the way.
Plug.
Right. But we do have a program called Brother, You're on My Mind. And, it's all about being able to check in and have those mental health resources readily available, so if you're going through something, to be able to have those resources to your disposal. So, I'm a promoter of, doing mental health check-ins with folks. It's self-care. Not if folks, just yourself too.
Yeah.
And during this time of year. So, just thinking about that, what are some things that you would suggest when you're thinking about family and friends and you want to check on them? You hadn't talked to, your brother, your friend, your cousin, in quite some time. So, what are some things that you would suggest that will start that process of mental check-ins?
But first thing is that we have to open the lines of communication.
Okay.
And then once we open the lines of communication, be transparent, right? And be genuine in what you say. Don't let it be a cliche. Be genuine in your concern for people. Ask, are you okay? Ask, are you okay today? There's something different about you. Are you okay? Ask them. Even if they're not honest, I'm not going to tell you to pester them, but find another way to ask the question so that they have to answer you. Get people to release. Get people to relax and to relate. My thing is that I know that it's okay for me to say that I'm not okay. A lot of people don't understand that because me saying that I'm okay gives a false sense of hope to the people that I'm dealing with. But when I'm open and honest, then they're a little more cautious. They're a little more observative of my actions to make sure that I'm good. Like I said before, I'm diagnosed with PTSD, and this time of year is a trigger for me. Not so much because I lost my parents, which is part of it, which is an added thing, but also because we're approaching January the 1st or New Year's Eve, and there's a lot of fireworks, right? And so just those sounds are triggers for me. So I have to be careful about what events I attend, and then let people know it's okay to say, no, I don't want to attend that event. It's okay to say, no, I don't want to be a part of the crowd today because I'm just not feeling myself, and I want to make sure that you have a good time. So just being honest and being open and being relational with people. Let them know where you are and how you feel. That really helps a lot.
What about those folks that feel like, they're prying? If I ask someone, what are you doing? How are you doing? What's going on with you?
Well, the only way that you can get into a can is if you pry it open.
That's true.
So it's not prying. It's called concern.
Concern, yeah.
And so it's okay to be concerned. And I want people to pry into my business because maybe I'm looking for an avenue to express how I feel. And so if everybody think the same way, nobody ever asks me how I'm doing. So pry. Ask me how I'm doing. Leave it up to me to either close the conversation or respond to it. But you started. You know what I'm saying? You started. So.
Okay, that's great to hear. this topic of goals, and I try not to use this word. We call it goals, but it really is resolution. Because I always set resolutions, and probably a couple months in, they gone. I done blew that resolution out the water, right?
Yeah.
And we do it every year. You know, I'm going into the new year, and you know, my resolution is to lose 100 pounds.
Yeah.
My resolution is to cut out all meats. I want to be a vegetarian. I want to go vegan. But do we really need a resolution to start caring for ourselves?
Nah, man, just like Nike, man, just do it, right?
Just do it, right?
And so, yeah, and part of my thing is, man, is I make resolutions too, right? But like they say in healthcare or in law enforcement, if it ain't written down, it didn't happen.
Right.
So I make sure I don't write nothing down. Right? So you can't bring it back. You can't hold me to it. I ain't wrote it down. Right? Like they say, it ain't illegal till you get caught, right?
Yeah.
So no, I just don't write it down. I say it to myself. I say it quietly. So only me, myself, and I know about it.
Right,
Those three people ain't gonna say nothing. All right. So that's just how I leave it, bro. I don't do resolutions. I resolve not to do resolutions.
Okay, all right. Because we can start. You can start that process of self-care and self-healing anytime during
Anytime.
right?
Anytime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
But hey, listen, man, this, you know, like I said, it's been a year,
Yeah.
and we want to reflect on that.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I was able to complete this year again with you as being my partner and restarting this podcast.
Yeah.
Also having Michelle A, that's her real name, to help us make this great. You know, yeah. Yes, it's something. It was something in her heart, you know, to come and help us with this. Yeah. So we thank you for what you do, and part of us giving honor and respect to people. Thank you for all that you do for CareSouth. You are a gem, and you are an invaluable resource. You make everything about our imagery wonderful, and thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I get my $5 after this plug.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely looking forward to the new year. Looking forward to, new topics.
Yes.
For the podcast. And I'm excited to be back behind the mic. I missed it so much, but we couldn't start until it was right.
It was right. That's yeah.
We couldn't start back until it was right, until we kind of had a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID gave us an idea.
Yeah.
And COVID gave us an avenue. And I think what we did was awesome. But now COVID is gone. There's a need for excellence. There's a need for things to be put in order and things to be done in the spirit of professionalism that CareSouth stand behind. And so we're doing that now. Plug. You know what I'm saying? So I keep saying plug. That's my word for the day. I'm gonna go home and say I get slapped in the mouth probably. So yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really grateful for us doing this again, man. And it's been wonderful, bro.
Absolutely. So make sure you have a wonderful holiday, brother.
Yeah.
Make sure that you enjoy your time with family. We talked about making memories. We talked about looking back on the good memories.
Yeah.
And celebrating family, right?
That's true. Because there's one thing we want everybody to understand is that your health matters.
Absolutely.
Your peace matters. Your presence matters in this season. And from all of us here at CareSouth, me, Marek, Michelle A behind the scenes, and everybody else that's in all the sites and all the administrative offices all over CareSouth, we thank you for spending the year with us. And we'll see you all in the new one, 2026.
2026.
Yes, 2026. I started in 2015.
Wow.
And now it's 2026. Changed the whole digit, man.
I hear you.
God almighty.
Started in 07.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of digits.
Yes, absolutely. So again, thank you for joining us today for Beyond the Clinic podcast, where community meets care. We're your hosts. I'm Mark Calhoun.
I'm Daniel Meyers.
And we see you on the other side.